today. If there is a problem, please let me know. Now look at here. I've gone to this page, right? It is our page. It is our page, and we have. I have created an assignment. I just go into it. I just go to classwork, and yesterday I have created an assignment for rubrics for thesis submission. Yes, look at here. It is on the top. I just click over here, and look at here. There are 5 people have submitted. Professors, it is only for demonstration. It is only for demonstration. It is only for demonstration. You need not submit. It is not the assignment for you. Of course, today we have got assignment for you. Okay. It is not the assignment. Right? Okay. Now look at here. Rubric 2 criteria. I just click over view. I just click over view. When I click over view, I'll be able to get through all. Look at here. See all the people whoever has submitted assignment. I'll be able to see. Where I want to evaluate, look at here. I need not go to click everyone. It is enough that I click one. It is enough that I click one. Am I clear? I would like to just switch off. Yeah, it is enough that I just click one, right? I just click over here. When I click over here, I am taken to that assignment page, right? I am taken to that assignment page. Look at here. Look at here. The assignment is loaded here and the criteria is given here. See, there are two sets of two conditions. One is on the top. Look at here, topic and the concept and the bound volume. See, the marks are here, 50 marks, 40 marks. If you want it to be read it in detail, just click here and you will know the criteria. For example, I would like to give 40 marks for this. See, I just apply 40. Out of 50, 40 has been added. And second concept. See, when I click 30 marks, see here, I just have given 30. So totally how many marks for this? See, out of 140 plus 30, it becomes 70. So 70 marks has been given, and you can click return and it will go to them. Am I clear to you? This is two, maybe if you have multiple criteria for a particular assignment. Have you got it, dear professors? Have you got it? Do you have any clarification with this? This is what we have seen yesterday. Do you have any clarification with this? Professors, if you have clarification, you're welcome to open mic and ask. Professors, do you have any clarification? Can I have your response? If you have any queries, you're welcome to ask. Yeah, clear, no? Okay, thank you. Shall I move ahead then? Okay, fine. We will move on to Google Forms. Yesterday we were dealing with the Google form. I will just take over and tell you how to evaluate the descriptive part. How many of you have evaluated descriptive part using Google? Have you evaluated descriptive part in Google? If you have done, press 1. If no, press 2. If you have done it earlier, press 1. If you have not done, press 2. Descriptive part. Okay, press 2. 2. Everyone, yeah. People say 2. Yeah, fine. Okay, fine. I'm just taking you all. I'm taking all. This is the Google. Yeah. Look at here. Yesterday I have got this test, no? Yesterday, thank you, process. Thank you. Yesterday I've got this test, internal test. I've got this internal test. And look at here. Today, I want to tell you how to set up that top banner on the top. Look at here. There is a customized theme available. Yesterday, due to network problem, we couldn't set it. See, customized theme. Click over here and choose image. There is an option, choose image. Click over there. Choose image. And see, these are all images that are in the Google Forms predefined. If you want to have your own, you can very well have your own by clicking here. Look at here. By clicking the upload. Click the upload option. Click browse. Click upload and click browse. So when I click browse, see, I've got 2-3 images. So I just click one of the images and press open. So the image should be, it should be selected on the top. So I just select this one. Okay, I've selected. And if you'd like to go only on the top, I can go. See here, I can reduce it and I can go like this. So I have selected a particular portion, right? It's on the top, so that when you conduct exam on behalf of your institution, it should be visible, right? It should be visible on the top. Look at there. Vinayaka Missions Research Foundation and the program that we offer for and for which the test is conducted. So you will have to design it. You can design it in Canva. There is a software called Canva. Please note it. There is a software called Canva. It is an online based software. So when you go to Canva, you can type the top banner for Google Forms or banner for Google Forms. Okay, you can design it. The size will be there. You fix some colors, put some text. It will be done. Okay. Have you got it, dear professors? It is Canva. 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 Okay. Right. Now we have got it. Now, professors, yesterday I've told you. So I have collected the information of the students. See, it is there. And bottom, the second part. Second part, I've gone to the questions. Do you know what key is supposed to be pressed here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go to the next section. Can you answer me? To go to the next section. For example, first section, I've got the details of the students. See here, I've got the details of the students. And the second section, I've gone for part A. Okay, do you know what key that I supposed to press? First key or second key, third key, fourth key, fifth key, sixth key. What key should I press? Can you answer me? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Can you answer me, dear professor? Sixth key. Yes, Dr. Praveen, you are right. Absolutely. It is sixth key. Yes, yes. Thank you, professor. Thank you. It is absolutely sixth key. Right. So by pressing sixth key, I've got part A. See, here I've got 5 questions. Part A. Right. And part B. This is where I wanted to have the questions for theoretical part. Look at here, list the symptoms of COVID-19, for which I have chosen. Look at here, this is the list of questions that I can add. See, it can be multiple choice, it can be two short answers. See, I've gone for paragraphs so that they can add more lines. Any number of lines the students can add. See, I've given it. And the second one, so you can be creative, not only just asking the students to write all the time, type all the time. Why don't you ask the students to watch a video and write? Maybe you involve in speech therapy. Is it breaking now? Is it breaking now, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's breaking. Yeah, yes, sir. Breaking, sir.
1 minute. How long, sir? How long?
Your voice is clear, sir.
How long, professor? Is it okay now?
Now it's okay, sir.
Yeah, now I have stopped my video. I shall present it. I shall stop my video. I shall stop my video. Have you got it? Have you got it, dear professors?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now look at here. If I'm not audible, please openly say it. No problem. Professors, please feel free to say it because I don't mind, please, because this is very important that we need to reach out to the participants. Okay, right. Now look at here. I've got this question based on the video because you all involve sound therapy. So you need to have videos, and watching the video, students should write their comments. So what should I do? I have to add video here. So what can I do? I can add video by pasting a link over here. For example, I just click over and copy my YouTube video. YouTube and something connected to your maybe your science. Can you give me a topic? Based on that, I can choose up a video and put it over there, right? For example, sound therapy. Okay, sound therapy for sleep. So I've got it. Now see, this is the video that I want to copy. So just go over to the video, click the link, copy the link. So after copying, I go back to the test page and come back here. See here, I've got here and see there is an option for add video. Do you see that? There is an option for add video. Click over there and paste it. See, I'm pasting it here. Click over there, it will get it. Am I clear to you? So I just click here and select, and that video will be added here. Watch the video. Watch. So you will have to tell it here. Okay. Watch the video and present your comments in the form of essay. Okay. This is the question. Are you clear, dear professors? They have to watch here and the comment has to be written here. Am I clear, dear professors? This need not be. See, one thing you must understand, when I give choice, you should not make it compulsory. Am I clear? You should not make it compulsory. Now, I've got the question ready. Similarly, you can also upload an image. From there, you can ask the students to answer by watching the image. Okay. Have you got it, dear professors? Now, do you have any clarification with setting the questions? Evaluation, I shall tell you. Do you have any clarification with regard to setting the question? paragraph based or descriptive based? Any other clarification that you need? Okay, no. Okay, fine, fine,
No,
fine.
sir.
Shall I move on? Yeah, shall I move on to this? Now look at here. I select this. See here, I just click over here. Send. I just click over here. Click here. Click send. And click the link. Click the link here. You all know this procedure. And get the link. Right click, copy the link. The link is copied. Go back to Google Classroom. Go back to Google Classroom. Then click create. Click create. Go to assignment or quiz assignment. You can click quiz assignment or assignment. Okay, click assignment. And internal test 1. See, press internal test 1. Okay, 1. If you want to give instructions, you give them instructions clearly. Answer all the questions carefully after reading them. Okay, just I've given information. How do I add my question here? Just click add. Click add. Click the link. Click the link process. I click add and click the link. And you get the link option. Just press the link. So when you click the link and the link has been added here. See here, the internal test link has been added. And you can fix the marks or you can leave the marks. Because the mark has been fixed in. See here, it has been fixed in here itself. Total points are 5. I have not given marks for this question. See, I have to give the marks, no? So I just go over here and fix the marks. This is for 5 marks. And the next question is for, this question is for 5 points. So totally 5 plus 5, 10 marks, 15 marks. So look at here, totally 15 marks here, professors. I would like to add 10 marks for this question. So how do I add marks here? See, I just click over here and add marks here. See here, 10 marks. Okay, professors, like this, clicking answer key, you can add marks. Okay, so 20 marks has been added. I come back to Google Classroom, 20. Just add 20 here and due date. When do you want to finish it? For example, I want to have it today itself. See, I just fix it today. And before, if I want to have it before 5:59 a.m. I just want this to be completed 5:49 a.m. And the topic, look at your topic. You can fix it in assignment, course materials. I would like to add a topic on test. I just click here, create topic, test and examination. Test and examination. So it will appear under the topic test and examination. Okay, process. Why do I give topic means? See, when I give a topic, the assignment or the test that appears under this. So I just click over assign. Now look at here. See here, test and examination, and the internal test comes under this. So whenever I get test, I can put always under this topic, so that the students will be able to identify easily. This is for test and examination. This is for purely assignment, and this is for course material. So categorize all your uploading. Whether it to be a material, please bring it here. Whether it to be assignment, bring it here. Whether it to be test and examination, bring it here. So professors, almost test creation we have done. Now how to evaluate the test? Now I request you, some of you have joined, no? I request you to just drop something. Just drop something. Professors, you are all part of this class. For example, see 43 people have joined. Go back here and click here. Click the test link and just give your answers. Just I give you 2-3 minutes. Just make it up. I will tell you how to evaluate the same. Quickly go ahead. How to disable the new tab. Professor, can I have your question over the mic? Or can someone read it for me? Because I'm not able to read the chat as I am with full screen. Can I? Professor, can I?
Sir,
Yeah,
they have
please.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Sir, how to disable the open new tab setting on the Google form?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Look, I'll just tell you, sir. Look at here, sir. So right now I want you to, sir, professors, while I clarify this question, I want you to, some of you to take up this test so that I can just evaluate and tell you. Go to Google Forms, sir. Go to Google Forms and settings. Look at here, sir. There is a setting. And look at here. Limit to one respond. Click over limit to one respond. So when you limit to one respond, students cannot go over to see. I think sir is asking, Satyaprabha sir is asking that how to disable the switching over to another tab. Am I right, sir? Just for copying. Sir, am I right, sir? Is your question that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, the thing is that you should have the browser, separate browsers. See, the Google form doesn't have that permission to log the option. Okay, sir. See, you
Okay.
have the option in Moodle. You have the option in Moodle. See, whenever students switch over, to other tab or other sources of network, they will immediately be found, sir, automatically. Even if they switch over to some other sources, if they are not in camera, it will be automatically filed as malpractice. But here,
So
Google
the
Form
eye
Search,
movement can be detected.
sir, yes, sir.
So the eye movement can be detected. Any
Yeah, yeah,
deviation
yeah.
in eye movement. Okay.
Yeah, yes. See, Google Form, see, Moodle that has got the security options, sir. But in Google Form, we don't have all this. But still, Google Form also has this. When in G Suite, sir, you have to go to G Suite and you will have to buy the safe browser, sir. There is a browser, a separate browser for Google browsers, a notebook, say Google Notebook.
Okay.
Okay, there is a separate browser. You'll have to purchase it for the institution. When you install it, you have some security options, sir. I will tell you the details tomorrow, maybe when I just give you some more details, sir. It has not been in India for practice so far. I shall tell you more on the same. Okay, sir. But as
Okay, thank
as
you,
of
sir.
now, there is no option in Google Meet to stop switching over to other. But when you want to limit the response, see, look at here, go to the settings and you can limit the response by allowing the students copying. Another thing, go to quizzes and stop the correct answers, sir. See, for example, what happens, you just conduct MCQ test. All the one student, a good student, attempt the test first. So he'll get everything correct. And he will take, once correct, or even if it is wrong, all the correct answers will be shown to that boy once after his completion. So what he does, he take the screenshot and share it to all the students in WhatsApp. So others will follow that and all of them will get more marks. Okay. So make sure you disable this correct option so that they will not be able to know. Okay, sir. Have you got it, dear professors? Have you got it? Am I clear to you, dear professors? Am I clear to you, dear professors? Press 1 with this if you are
Yes.
clear. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, professors. I'm reading your chat. Now I enabled your chat. Yeah, I can read. Yeah, now 4 people have responded. Professors, now look at here. See, I cannot evaluate here. Look at here. I cannot evaluate the test here. Professors, please understand. As I have linked Google Form, I cannot evaluate the test here. I will have to go back to Google Forms. See, I just go back to Google Form. See here, I've got 4 responses. Professors, are you able to see? I've got 4 responses. Right. I just click over here. 4 people have responded. I just click over here. Of course, automatically, the first 4 options. Professors, please understand. The first 5 questions has been evaluated by the system itself because it's all one word. Now I would like to evaluate the theoretical part or descriptive part. How do I evaluate? Go to individual. Professors, go to individual. I go to individual and see here first person is, who is the first person? Professor Srividya. Look at here, Professor Srividya. See, all the 5 questions has been evaluated. Now look at here. List. See, she has not done. She has not done anything. I request you to please go through. For example, this question is answered. Imagine that this question is answered. Now, what do? I just click over here. And if I want to see here, out of 5 marks, see, this question is assigned for 5 marks. So I would like to give 3 marks. See here, I have given 3 marks. Okay. Now I go back and I give 8 marks here. Okay. So how many marks? 8 plus 3 and 4 marks he has got. See here, total marks are given here, fixed here. 1 minute. Total marks are fixed here. Look at your professors. Out of 20, the total marks that she has scored is 15. Out of 20, 15. So you can just go to the next student. Okay. And the second student, just save it and go to the next student. Next student is, see, Professor Rakesh. And look at here. I can go. See, he has also not written. But okay, I shall give some marks. For example, see 5 marks. And here it is 2 marks. So now look at there. What is his score? Now out of 15, see here. It comes here. Out of 20, it is 11 marks. Okay. So I just save it. I just save. See here, save option is here at the bottom. Save it and go to the next student. Yeah, go to the next student, third student. So third student also, see, for example, see, he has written something. So I just give 5 marks, full marks. This Professor Nandakumar, the full marks. And I go down and he has written, yeah, 2 marks. So see what is the total score? See, total score for him is, it is out of 20, it is 11 points. So I just save it and go to the next student. So likewise, you can go press to the next students. Thank you, Professor Priya. There is no time, so I'm not going for it. So okay, let me go. No problem. So I just give 3 marks, and for this it is 2 marks. I just press save and go to the next student, fifth student. And the fifth student is Professor Gomati. And see here, I've just given 3 marks. And after reading, see, please, after reading through, I'm supposed to do that, right? I just press. Now everything is over. Now what do you do to get the marks? Look at your process. To get the marks that you get per test will not be updated in Google Classroom. Sorry, in Google Classroom. Professors, please understand, the marks that you give here will not be automatically updated in Google Classroom. You will have to take up and put it. So how do I extract the mark? Click the spreadsheet. When you click the spreadsheet, automatically see here, this option will come. Create a new spreadsheet. Click create. And automatically all your marks will be loaded. Okay, professors, look at here. Look at here, there are 5 professors done. Professor Srividya, Rakesh, Sir Narendran sir, Professor, see all these professors. Now look at here, out of 20, one has got 4, 11, 11, 9, 10. So total marks are updated here. Am I clear to you, professors? You can take this mark and you can manipulate it and you can put it in the Google Classroom. Am I clear to you? You can take up this mark, for example, 4, 11, 11, and go back to Google Classroom. You can enable the marks here. For example, just click the internal test, view assignments. Whoever has submitted will not be here. See, I told you, no, this test is done in Google Forms, so the marks will not be there. Am I clear to you, dear professors? Now, are you clear? Yeah, EC test marks. Oh, thank you, professor. Thank you for the information. Thank you. Thank you for the information. Yeah, you have to go for external. Thank you for the professor Radhika. See, you have to go for external software. Google Form as such, you don't have. Yeah. But Moodle, I told you yesterday, Moodle has got all the security options. Thank you for the information, Professor Radhika. Thank you. Now, have you got clarified, dear professors, how to evaluate the descriptive portion? If you have any queries with Google Classroom, you're welcome. So, professors, I told you how to evaluate the assignment based on rubrics, how to upload assignment, how to create test, both MCQ as well as descriptive part. See, professors, the best part is that if you have G Suite account, if you conduct MCQ, that MCQ marks will be automatically extracted in Google Forms. Sorry, in Google Classroom. Okay, but if you do not have G Suite, so what happens? All the marks will be, in Google Form. You will have to extract it and use it. Okay, professors. Can I have your clarification? Otherwise, we shall move on further for today's portion. Professors, have you got it? Professors, have you got it? Is there any clarification? If all of you have understood the nuances of evaluating or creating a descriptive part, press 1. If you have any other clarification with regard to MCQ, shuffling the question or shuffling the options, answers, so please shuffle the question, please shuffle the answer. Don't number it. Please don't number it. 1, 2, 3. Don't start with 1, 2, 3 because if you shuffle it, it will be, misorder. It will be in, different order. It won't be good. So, professors, can I have your approval to go further? Press 1. Otherwise, press 2 if you have any clarification. If you have any clarification with regard to Google Classroom or Google Form, can I have your query? Am I audible? Professors, am I audible? Can I have your...
Sir.
Press 1, professor. Press 1. Press 1. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How do we send marks to individual student? That's a good question, madam. Yes. Yeah. There is also one more question. Is there any option to import randomized questions from the question bank? Professor, yes, there is no question bank as such. Professor Praveena, there is no question bank as such in Google Forms. What can you do? What you can do is that you can upload questions from... Is there any option to import randomized? Look at your process. Look at here. I just go back to questions. There is an option. Look at here. There is an option. I want to bring some questions. Okay, from the not question bank. Professors, please understand. It is not from the question bank. It is from the other questions that you have. Okay, other quizzes that you have conducted. See, I've got maybe 10 quizzes. Imagine that I've got 10 quizzes. I would like to bring some of the questions from some quizzes already available. Look at here. There are second option, import questions. Do you see that? Import question. Click over here. Click over import question. And you see all the forms here. See, you see all the forms here. The test question forms. So you can see any one of the test form. And for example, I would like to, yeah, all these are feedback forms. Let me check if there are any test forms are available. Yeah, test is here. Final test is here. So I just click over here. I just click over here. Professors, look at here. I just click over here. I click over any of these forms and click select. When I select, see all the questions appear here. Do you see all the questions here? Do you see, dear professors? All the questions. So you can either select, see, select all. Select all means all the questions will come back here. Or else I can go down and choose, can pick questions. For example, look at here. See, I can choose, see these 5 questions. Import. Press import. When I import, all the 5 questions appear here. Look at here. Look at here. See, all the 5 questions imported. Look at here, imported. All the 5 questions are imported. Now for randomizing, I told you yesterday itself. Look at here. Go to the settings. Go to the settings and go to presentation. Go to presentation. There is an option, shuffle questions. I go to the setting and go to the presentation option, second one, and there is an option, shuffle the question. So it will automatically shuffle the question. Okay, the imported question will be shuffled and randomized. Okay, and now how to shuffle the answer? Look at here, the answers. I've got 4 answers. All will not have, otherwise boys will say A, B, C, D, something like that. So all, you know, can be randomized just by clicking this three dots. Click this 3 dot and go for shuffle option order at the bottom. Have you got it, dear professor? So you can very well just click this and you can go over this. Okay, professors. Right. And one more question asked by one of the professor, Praveen. I think who is that? Yeah, I'll just go. Yeah. How do you send the marks to individual student? Very good. See, for individual students, look at your dear professors. Go back here. You should have extracted the marks, no? Professor, you should have extracted the marks, no? You should have extracted the marks. Okay, yes, Professor Srividya, you have extracted the marks from Google Forms. It is here. See, Professor Srividya, Professor Rakesh, Professor Narendra Kumar, all these people. Now I go here, go to Google Forms and click the internal test. Go to click the internal test and Professor Srividya, find out Professor Srividya. And you have marks for all of them. You have marks for all of them. So just select that professor, for example, Professor Rakesh. For example, see here, I just give the marks here, whatever score that has been done. So I just give 15. So next professor say 13 he has scored. So 20, so 15. And the next professor Narendra Kumar, it is 15. So something like that. So after giving the marks, you will have to manually enter. See, I told you, no, if it is in G Suite, automatically the marks can be extracted here. Please understand, if it is G Suite, the marks will be extracted here automatically. If you have ordinary Google form, ordinary Google Classroom, you will have to manually enter the marks, like your assignment that you do. Okay. So after doing this, after entering marks for all the students, so you can leave a comment. For example, if you want to leave a comment for individual students, you can leave a comment or press return. Press return. See, when I click return, it will ask, see, 4 students. You can just give a comment. Very good. Very good. See, very good for successfully completing the test. Successfully completing the text. Okay, process. So you can return. So when I return, the marks will be sent to the students in mail. Automatically, whatever mail that I have joined, the marks would have been sent in the mail. Okay, professor. Have I answered your query, professor? Okay. Okay. Now, any other clarification, dear professor? Shall we move on? Any other clarification? Possibility of plagiarism checking. Yeah, Professor Praveen, it's a wonderful question. See, plagiarism, you need to add here. Look at here, for example. Go to Google Form, go to Google Classroom. It can be done only with regard to assignment submitted. Okay, in document. Assignment submitted in document. For example, see, I just go over here, edit, go to edit, and see there is an option. 1 minute. There used to be, when you create 1 minute, I just go back. I go back. Create assignment. And now when I click here, now when I just click add, for example, I just click here and I just click the instruction. Now I get the rubrics. When I click rubric, see, go here and you fix the rubrics and criteria here. In Google Forms in G Suite, I just open G Suite account also. 1 minute. I just go over to G Suite. 1 minute. Google. This is the classroom that I'm showing you is G Suite account. Professor, the classrooms that I'm showing you is G Suite account. 1 minute. So in criteria itself, you can go for plagiarism also, one criteria. Okay. And the plagiarism will be found by this. For example, I just go over here. Now look at there. I just click over an assignment. Click here. Check plagiarism. Do you see that, dear professors? Do you see that? Professor Pravina, are you able to see here? See, check plagiarism. When you check plagiarism, whatever assignments that is submitted, reports, it will find out and it will give you the percentage. Accordingly, in the criteria that you give in the rubric, no? So you will not reduce the mark. One criteria can be for plagiarism also. If the plagiarism percentage is high, you can reduce the marks. Okay, Professor, have I answered you? Have I answered you, Professor Pravina? Thank you. So shall we move on, dear professors, or if you have any clarification, you're welcome. Any other clarification, dear professors? Shall we move on? Professors, shall we move on? If you have any clarification, you're welcome. Otherwise, we shall move on to the today's portion. Now, dear professors, I would like to just take you to today's how to link Google Form in Classroom. Sir, I told you, no, look at here. I just go back to our classroom. Look at here. Click add, sir. Professor, click add. Professor Sabita, Professor Pushpa, please click add. See here, you just click as usually to assignment, give the instructions, add. See, click add. When you press add, you have got link. See, you have got link option. Click the link option and paste the link. That's all. Your link will be added here. Okay, Dr. Pushpa, have I answered you? So when I click add at the bottom, you will be able to add. Dr. Pushpa, have I? Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Pushpa, have you got it? Okay, thank you. Okay, I shall move on, dear, because as Professor said, many of you have classes. So I will end up exactly at 11 o'clock today, and sorry, 11:30 today. I will not go beyond. Tomorrow onwards, it's only 1 hour. Okay, today only just to match up yesterday's one. You are going further now. So today also, Professor Ramana Kumar will share with you some documents. Okay, now look at here, professors. Today, the LMS that we are going to see is Edmodo. Very, very interesting. You will be very much interested. Please do not miss it. Even if you have class, please adjust it, stay back. You will not afford to miss it because it's very, very interesting. Some more options that whatever that you asked, no, all will be here. See, you can create classes. Today, I'm going to deal with creation of classes and joining classes, how to upload materials, and the management of class also will be dealt. How to create assignments and tests. Here also, you've got descriptive and the MCQ tests, right? See here, today I expect all of you to have assignments. How to create class, upload materials, how to create, evaluate assignments, and how to manage the evaluation part. All these are expected outcome for today. Now, dear professors, I will just take you to Edmodo. Before I take you to Edmodo, I would like to just deal with, Edmodo is a very, very successful software. Just give you some nuances of Edmodo. Very, very simple and free LMS, completely free. See, all the options are available for everyone, completely free. And it is a very, very simple to use and successful in European countries. Okay. Any email account. See, for Google Classroom, you need to have only Google account. For this, it is enough that you have any email account. Okay. And you have collaboration. You can have collaboration with the teachers across the globe. Okay. If you want to have, for example, it is used generally by the school teachers globally. Slowly in India, higher education also it is being used. Now, see, the thing is that in Google Classroom, you are limited with teachers and students. Altogether, 250 only you can join in free account. And in paid account, G Suite 1000. But here, no number. There is no limit with the teachers and students. Anybody can join any classroom, any number also. And the polling option is also there. polling. You want to conduct any polling. For example, when do you want to have the test? You can give 4 options for the students with regard to date, and the students will give you the date, the choice of the date. Accordingly, you can decide. And these days, we are in pandemic, and we want to know whether the students are okay. So there is also possibility of wellness check. Wellness check means asking whether they are good out. And you have access to, for example, in Google Meet, Google Classroom, you have only access to only Google Drive. But here you also access to OneDrive. OneDrive supported by Microsoft. Okay, OneDrive supported by Microsoft. That is also there. And that support is also there, 5 GB. And you also store everything. For example, whatever assignment or whatever test that you have, you can store it in library. One professor asked whether we can use the question bank. Yes, here the question bank facility is also there. So you will definitely enjoy using this Edmodo. I repeat, dear professors, it's a very, very simple for conducting exams and extracting marks. Okay, professors. Now I shall move on. Now, dear professors, the different types of account that one can have is that you can have teacher account, you can have parent account, you can also have student account. Students also can have account. You can parents also. See, you can bring parents also to keep watch of their students' progress, right? And it is used, I told you, it is used from elementary school to higher education. As I informed already, you can have descriptive test as well as the MCQ test. And grading and resulting is very simple, and extracting marks is also simple. Now I shall directly take you to Edmodo. Now, do you have any clarification with regard to the details of Edmodo? If you have, you are welcome to make it. Otherwise, I shall take you to Edmodo. Go to Google. Are you connected with system? Dear professors, are you connected with system? I welcome all of you to please follow. Are you connected to the system? Are you connected to systems? If
Yes,
not,
sir.
please log in. You also have apps. You also have app for Edmodo. App has some limitations. Okay, I request you to please connect to Edmodo. Edmodo, type Edmodo. EDMODO. Type Edmodo. So when you type Edmodo, the first link is this, new.edmodo.com. I shall give you the link also in the chat so that you can use it. See, I've shared the link in the chat. I'm sharing the link in the chat. So process, you get the link in the chat, so just click over. So for time being, look at your process. Time being, see, if you're new, look at here. You will have to sign up and create account. Creating account is very, very simple step. So I shall tell you, just click over, sign up. Professors, have you got into this website? Professor SP, please switch off your mic, Professor. When you need, you can turn it on. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, look at your professors. You have got sign up option. Just click over sign up. I just click over sign up. Okay, you got 3 accounts. As teachers, you can create teacher account. If you are going to be students, you can create student account. Okay. So for time being, I request you to just you can even have teacher account, no problem. You can have teacher account. Okay. See, teachers have some limitation. Look at some advantages, not limitation, advantages. You can co-teach and manage the class with other teachers. Students can take part and attend the questions or whatever that is. Teachers can just see, parents just can see their progress of the student. Right now, just click over to teacher account. Click over here. Now look at the country. Select the country. See, I just select the country and press next. And you are asked to join either with Google account or your own email ID. And don't worry about the school code. Professors, please do not worry about the school code. It is optional. So you create a set of username and password with your mail, any mail it may be. Otherwise, you can create with look at your Google also, right? You can create an account and go to the next, and it will verify your mail and immediately it will create an account. That's all the procedure. Okay, dear professors, have you got it? Can you create account? Can you create your account so that I give you time for 1 minute or 1 or 2 minutes? You will be able to create it. I have my own account, so I'm not going for it. Going for an account, new account. So I request you all to please click account. And once after creating your account, you will have to click login. Okay, from there I will take up the session demonstration. Professors, I request you all to create your account so that you be ready for some hands-on. Once after creating your account, just press type in the chat that created. Just type in the chat created. Professors, I'm waiting for, yeah, created. Very good. Professors, you are all too faster. Very good. Fast as yeah, created. I'm waiting for others. Just create it. Created. Very nice. Very nice of you. Everyone, I want everyone to just create it. Meanwhile, I'm also, yeah, created. Very good. Very good, dear professors. Wonderful. Wonderful. Right. Wonderful. Yeah. Shall I move on? Okay. Nice. Fine. Fine. Look at your process. Once you create your account, look at here. See, again, within 1 hour, within 45 minutes, we will not be able to cover entirely. Okay, but I will give you the important one. Important thing. See, look at your once after enrolling or once after creating your account, you will be taken to this page. Okay. First thing that you do is see here, click here and view your profile, and you can edit your profile. Look at here on the right side, you've got a symbol. See, I have not uploaded my photograph. This is only for demo purpose I have created. I'm not using it. Just look at here, click here, profile is there. So click over profile and you can update your profile, number one. Okay, process. You can update your profile. Thank you. All of you have created. Very good. Very good. Many of you have created. Okay, process. Now you can concentrate. Yeah, you can concentrate on the demo. Professors, I request you to concentrate in the demo. Thank you very much. Yeah, now look at here. When you click profile, you can edit your profile. And here, as usually like your Google Classroom, you can invite your teachers by email. And you have got, there are various options like connections, library, groups, pages, Microsoft Office can be integrated. So many options are here. So you can go through one by one when you are free, right? When you are free. Now let me introduce you how to create a class. Now look at your process. I have gone here. I have gone in here. Now immediately it will ask you, see here, join class or create class. Look at your process. Join class or create class. Do you see that? Join class or create class. Now go to classes. See on the top you've got home. This is home menu that we have seen. Home. Okay, whatever that I will explain, this is home menu. See the environment as such. Look at here. The classes that you have created will be listed here. All the classes that you have created, that is listed here. And the groups, if you want to create a group, what is the difference between classes and groups? Within the class, you can put the students in 2-3 groups. You can have some activity. Okay, process. So that thing you can have. Right. I go to classes. I click over to classes, dear process. When I click classes, I am taken to classes. Look at here. These are all various classes that I have. Okay. These are all various classes. The boxes that shows classes. Now, dear professors, I just have a blue color symbol in the corner. Professors, please be reminded of, I clicked classes. When I click classes, on the right hand side, you have plus symbol with blue color. Okay, icon. Click over there. From there, you will either join class or create class. Am I clear? You can either join class or create class. Am I clear, professors? Just click over here. You got join class or create class. So I shall tell you to create class and afterward join class. I just click create class. I just click create class and name your class. For example, FDP for VMRF and describe FDP on ICT tool, FDP on ICT tools. Okay, professors, you can just give the description of the class and select the grade. See here, starting from kindergarten to higher education. Look at here. All the classes are there. You choose higher education. And here, subject, you can choose whatever subject that you teach. For example, you can go for science means you can go for science or a special subject, something like that. You have special education. So you can choose special education and subject, special education itself. And the color also, look at here, the color, you can have the color for the classes. For example, this color, I selected pink color and create. Once after filling up all these credentials, just click create and a classroom is created. Look at your process, the classroom is created. See, immediately it asks me, immediately it shows me whether I want to add students. So when I click here, I can add by adding their email IDs, and the invitation will be sent, and you can add the students like this. This is one method. Okay, process. I just close this icon. See, I am into this class. Now I want to add a top banner. See, this is empty, no? I want to have the banner of Vinayaga Missions Research Foundation. So how do I add the banner? Look at here. Add class image. So you can have a class image also to uniquely identify the class. Add class image. See, there is an option add class image. Click over here and you've got 2-3 images. I just click here and have taken some images. See, I've taken and it is uploaded. Once it is uploaded, you can bring it. So you have to properly just create this with the help of Canva. There is a Canva is also there. So same procedure I told you, no? Image set. Yeah. See, for example, you will see this only. See here, I've got this. Okay, I've got this. So the classroom has been obtained with an image, right? So professors, have you got idea of creating classes? Professors, do you get the idea of creating classes? Press 1. Any clarification with creation of class? It's very simple. Go on the top to create, see classes. Click over to classes and there will be, see, I just click over to classes and there is an icon, blue color icon. Click over here and you will be able to create classes. Yeah, thank you very much, dear professors. Thank you. Now I go over to the class. See here, the class VM of our class. See, I just press classes. I have so many classes. I just go into VM of class. I just click over here. See, I'm back. Now, how to share the code? Look at here. Like Google Classroom, you have the class also, code also. I just click over here. I can copy this code. See here, I can copy this code and share it with the students. So right now, I'm sharing it in the. See, I have shared it in the chat. You can join by clicking here. You can join. By clicking here, you can join. Okay, professors. See, professor, please make note of it. You can also, once you feel that all the students have joined, you don't want anybody else to join. See, you can log the meeting. You can log the meeting. Okay. I've done it. Now I tell you how to join it. Go to classes and there is a plus. See here, look at here, the blue color plus symbol, no? Press here. And there is an option join class. Look at here, professors. There is an option join class. See, plus symbol is here and join class option is here. Okay. You can click join class and use here the code. Fill the code here. You will be able to join. So now, once after joining, please give me number 1. Have you joined? Have you joined, dear professors? Have you joined, dear professors? Yeah, I think one of, yeah. Thank you. I think you might have joined as a teacher. Okay.
Hello, sir.
So
Just 1 minute.
Yes, madam. Yeah, please.
Sir,
Yeah.
on my screen, it is showing that this app is logged for your computer. So I was trying to get the Edmond login because
It happened to me also because if you try to access it through Google, I think it happens.
Yeah. Is it locked, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Locked.
Says for security. That's why Google is blocking this app.
Yeah. Okay. Then try. Are you using institutional ID, madam? Are you using institutional ID? No. Don't use that, madam. That will be locked. No, you cannot use. See, please. Yeah. See, the thing is that you cannot use your institutional ID for other joining other classes. No.
Telling that it is
institutional ID cannot be used without the permission of the institution joining other classes.
no, sir. I have both IDs. I have my personal
really?
also and
no,
institutional.
Sir, I also use email ID. Yeah. See, what I suggest, madam, all of you please try the ordinary ID. Two options. One is to choose Gmail or to choose the bottom. You can fill email ID and proceed. You can do that. It is a very simple process. You can try again little later, right? Is there any other problem preventing you to go into the app? Just change the method. That's all. Change the method. You'll be able to go into it. Okay, professor. Professor, okay? Is that okay? Professor Reshmi, yeah, email, personally, go log in. See, many have created, no? Many have created, many have no problem. See, I told you once again, I tell you once again, look at it, look at there. Professor, look at here. Go to Edmodo. See, go to Edmodo and sign up. There are top options. See, going into Gmail, and the bottom you type your email ID and go over. So it says if you have problem either or, just switch over to other other method. Let's move on. Process, shall I move on? Yeah, thank you. Professor, shall I move on? Press 1. Press 1. If you have no clarification, if you're okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Look at your process. So I suppose many might have joined. So I see currently there are no students. You know why? All of you have joined as teachers. All of you have joined as teachers. So I don't have any students. So students, if you put an account, students will join. See, teachers, I just click over here. There are only two people have joined. Only Bhaumik Kanpal and Radhika Mohan, Professor Radhika Mohan. Only two people have joined. I request you to join so that I can just have some activities for you. Just join here. Some activities for you. Now, okay, I go back to classes. Look at here. I go back to classes and go into the classroom.
Can you share the
go into
class
the
code
class.
again?
Yeah, I will share it, madam. I will
Class
share it.
code.
Yeah, I will. I've shared it, professor. You can join. I've shared it. You can join. Yeah. Now, dear professors, please concentrate. Even if you have not joined, no bother. Now click here. Once you go into the class, this create is different. Professors, this create is different. Okay. This create is for within the class to create assignments or tests. Okay. Now look at here. I'm going to start, messaging my students. See, in Google Classroom, you've got stream. Look at it. I told you, any announcement that you want to give, that should be given in stream. See, 4 options on the top. You've got stream classwork. So stream, you give announcement. In Edmodo, you can start straight away announcement or anything or materials. You can do it here itself. See, hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome. See here you have got you got all these formatting. See I can go for formatting also. I can list out. I can give any link. See, for example, I can also give any link also if I need to give. Okay, so I can give any link. Other also I told you can also go for increasing the text. See, large text. It can be a large text, a small text, whatever it may be. Right. And look at the bottom. You can also add images, add your files. Okay, dear professors. Right now, so I just say hello and welcome. See, click here, post. It will go immediately. It will go to the students or teachers, whoever it may be. See, I've got a post for the students. Okay, again, I want to go for it. Start and click material on Edmodo. Material on Edmodo. I just want to upload a material on Edmodo. So I want to upload a material. Look at here, dear professors, the bottom. See, you have got attached files. Do you see that? Attached files at the bottom. Click over attach files and it takes me. See, I just click over course material on Edmodo. Professors, I have created a PDF file, PDF tutorial that will guide you clearly, step-by-step procedure, creating a until usage of Edmodo. It's a very, very simple interesting process. Look at it, it is being uploaded. Once after uploading, look at here, you can either post or schedule it. Scheduling option is here. Look at here. Scheduling option is here. You can schedule it to later. For example, I want to load it now. I want my students to schedule it later. Schedule it maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, something like that. You can schedule it here. By clicking here, you get the date. See here, you get the date. For example, I just clicked. It is very simpler than Google. See, I just see the time. I can choose the time. See, AM or PM. See, it's all with the menu. Okay, 8 PM on 10th June. So when I press save and date and time, it will be uploaded on that date schedule. Okay, this is for scheduling any event, right? So once this is over, this is being uploaded. Once it is uploaded, this post also will be enabled. This post, and I shall also tell you the second one. See here. The second option, the first one is bring the files from local computer, and the second one is to bring the files from the library. Library means all your files will be stored. All that you stored. For example, right now I'm uploading this Edmodo material. It will be in library. Next time when I want to do it for next class, I can upload it from there. So that is library. Google Drive, OneDrive, and local library. So this period of Google Drive, and local library. But in Google Classroom, there is only one Google Drive is attached, right? This one, you add a GIF image, right? You can add a GIF image and look at your process. It's almost done. I'm waiting for it to fully upload it. Am I audible continuously? There is no problem in to me. I'm waiting for this to be uploaded. Am I audible? Yes, audible. Yeah. Yeah. Am I audible, Professor Ramana Kumar? Am I audible?
Sir, slightly breaking, sir, sometimes.
Every time or sometimes, sir? Sir, tell me that time, sir. Open your mic and tell me that time, sir. Okay, sir.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, okay. So clearly the message should go on. That's why. See, I don't have this problem with Zoom. I face only here. I don't know, sir. Let me rectify. I've got broadband or 2-3 connections, but still. Okay. Now look at your process. This has been uploaded. Once after uploading and see here, dear process, unlike Google Classroom, you get all these options, link, embedding options, other things. And see here, post. I just click post. When I click post, what is the difference between post and schedule? When I click schedule, it can be scheduled to later days, and post, it goes immediately. See, I just click it and it goes immediately. See here, process, it goes immediately to the students. For example, if I want to just update it, how do I update it? Look at there in the post itself. There are 3 dots given. When I click the 3 dots, see here, you can link this post. You can edit this post, get the link of this post. Get the link of this post and share it to the students. For example, I just get the link of this post. See here, I just copy the link and send it to the students. See, I can send it to the students. See here, I just give the link to the students. Am I clear to you? So that is to get the link, and you can edit the post. See here, I can edit the post. For example, if I want to edit something, I can edit the post. Or I can delete the post. I can pin the post. Pinning the post means, see, it will be highlighted. Look at here. See, this is highlighted. Are you clear? See, this is highlighted, pinned. So that students will know that this is where. Am I clear, dear process? This is highlighted. It goes into library. Okay. Turn on notification. For example, when I press turn on notification for post, whenever the student submit or press comments, I get mail. So that is what we call by turn on notification. Okay, process. So do you have any clarification with uploading material and the different nuances of editing and other things for the post? Any for uploading materials? Professors, any clarification for uploading materials? I told you can upload materials from the local disk from first, and the second one is from library, and the third one you can get a link also. Add a link and you can add materials, right? Shall we proceed further? Professors, can I have your response? Shall I proceed further into the next part? Yeah, thank you. Professors, I want everyone to respond, please. Sorry, because only then I'll be able to know, because we are all connected to virtual classes. So it is better that I should be in touch with you all. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Now I'll go on. Dear professors. Look at here. I'll move on. I'm going to have wellness check. Next post. See, I just click over here. See, I just would like to conduct a poll. Poll here. Now create a poll. Click here. Create a poll. Create a poll, and I can type the question. When shall we have? When shall we have the test? See here, just June 10. See here, you get June 7, something like that. See, you can have some more options if you want to. You can have June 11. Okay, some options like this for students if you want to have anything. You can have you gone through like that. So I just have pressed and just create post. When you create post, it goes to students immediately. If the students are connected, they'll be able to give the vote. See here. See how many votes they've got. Accordingly, you can fix the date. Okay, dear professors, this is with regard to polling here in Edmodo. Have you got it, dear professors? Have you got this? We will move on to the best part of Edmodo then. Yeah. And wellness check also can be click here. See wellness check option. How are you and all that? That will be done. And I'll move on. So right now I'm taking you for creating assignments, creating tests and assignments. Look at here, there is an option create. Professors, do you see this create is different? You should go into the class and there on the top banner, you get this option, create. Click create. Click create. There are two options. Do you see that? Assignment and quiz. You see assignment and quiz. When I click assignment, there are two options. One is to load the new assignment or to have the existing assignment. One is to load the new assignment or to stop the existing assignment. Okay, professors. One is to load or to stop the existing assignment. Okay, dear professors. Professors, have we got it? One is to stop. Okay, one is to stop. One minute. Am I clear? Am I audible to you, professors? Am I audible to you? I'm conscious of the network issues. Am I audible to you? Okay, thank you. When I click create, assignment is there and quiz is there. When I click assignment, there are new assignment or load. See, that will be loaded into use the same assignment for other class also. Okay, that is what loading is assignment. Click new. Click new. When I click new, it takes me to create my assignment. I just click here, assignment. Click assignment. Yeah, it is being created. Yeah, look at here. It has got two parts. First one is to fix the title. For example, assignment on Edmodo. Assignment on Edmodo. Okay, exploring Edmodo. The title is exploring Edmodo. Exploring Edmodo. Okay, this is what the title that I have given. Give the enough instruction. For example, sir, we need to leave. Please send the attendance. Professor, yesterday we told because we have class up to 11:30 only today to adjust whatever that we lost. See, important part is this, Professor. If you could stay, I'll be very happy. Otherwise, if you have scheduled the class, okay, you may leave and later you can get the attendance. No problem. Now look at here. You can give the clear-cut instructions, dear students, something like that. Dear students, you don't have time. I'm not going for instructions. You can give clear instruction what to do and so on. See, live classes you can always specify directly. You have to clearly specify the instructions to the students. So please instruct. And if you want, for example, you can be very creative in your assignments by attaching a file. You can attach a video, you can attach an audio, or you can attach a picture. Based on that, you can give assignments. See here, attach file. There is an option for attaching files here. Okay, attachment of files here, either from the local file or from the library. You have got all these options. Yes. Now go on the top. Once I finish everything, dear students, do the following. And submit as assignment. So I have given number 1. Create class. Number 2, create assignments. Number 3, yes, also and upload material. So you have to do all these things. Professors, I will give you assignment today. You have to practice all this screenshot and you will have to upload. I'll create a. You will have to create all these and it has to be taken screenshot and upload it in Google Classroom. Okay. Take the screenshots and upload the same. So this is the instruction that I have given. Once after fixing the title and instructions, go over to assign. Click assign. When you click assign, see, look at your process. See, importantly, in Google Classroom, you don't have cutoff option. Even after the due date also, due time also, students will be uploading. Okay, there is no cutoff option. Now look at here, you have the cutoff option. For example, I just give up to 9 and what time you want to end. Exactly, it will end by 11:59 on 6th. Afterwards, no student can submit their assignment. In Google Classroom, it is not so. Even after the deadline also, students will submit assignments. So I just press lock after due date. See, professors, there is an option, lock after due date. Okay. And look at here, you just enable this so that we can get this marks into the final consolidated marks. You see, add gradebook. Okay. And there are two options. One is to schedule for later and assign. as I told you earlier, assign that goes to the students immediately. This assignment goes to the students immediately. When I schedule, it is scheduled for later. Whatever time that I see here, I can fix the date. I can fix the date and time. Accordingly, I can schedule. If I want to cancel the schedule, see here, I can cancel the schedule by clicking here. Directly assign. It goes to the students. Okay, Prof. See, immediately after some time, it goes to the page. See, in the
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
1 minute. Once after highlight it. You highlight it by clicking. Okay, process. Have you got how to? Yeah. Is it okay now? Is it better now? Is it
Yes,
better
yes,
now?
sir. Yes, sir. Now it's okay.
Sir, is it better now?
Yes, sir. It's okay. Yes, sir.
Sir,
It's
is it
okay
better now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Start. Yeah, you can stop me, sir. If not, thank you. Now look at your process. Look at your the assignment is loading. Yeah. How many have you got please on the process? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to get assignment. Yeah, it is being created. Once after this assignment is created, see here, the assignment is created. See, it is highlighted. It is highlighted. See, it is created. Exploring assignment. See the difference is that see shows us material and this is a given assignment given. Okay, now how many submissions? Look at it. 0 submissions. Look at it. I've got 0 submissions. No. Now, right now, I will tell you how to evaluate the assignment. Now, look at your process. I want to pin this. So, click this 3 dot. Pin this 3 dot. I just click over here. You will get 1 minute here, sir. Is my voice okay? Is my voice okay now? Professors, press 1. So, Vishnu, is my voice okay? Am I clear? Am I clear, professors? Yeah, thank you. Now look at here.
Now it's
Now clear. Look at your link. I just click over link to post. Okay, I can copy and send it to the students. Okay, I can copy this link and send it to the student. This is one method, and I can get the pin. I can pin the post. Look at here. I just pin this post so that it will be very important for the students, right? So I have got right now 0 submission. So I'm not going to evaluate. Let me tell you how to evaluate the assignment. I just go to other classes. I go to other classes so that I can show you how to evaluate. Other classes. I've gone into here. I've gone into this class. See, I've got an assignment. See here, exploring Edmodo. There is an assignment given for this. See, 17. Click over here. Click over here, and it takes you to that assignment page. It takes you to the assignment page. Look at here. The assignments are here. See how many have turned up. 10 people have turned up, 17 people did not, and 5 people have been graded, and totally 79 students. I just go down to all assignments. See here, this professor, I just click Renuka Devi, Professor Renuka Devi, and her assignment is here. See here, her assignment is here. I just click and go through the assignment, and after going through the assignment, press the score. See, out of 10, I can give the score. For example, 8. I just give 8, and if you want to add a comment, press here and click add comment. For example, very good or something like that. So I have added comment and press save. So it is saved. And go to the next student. See, close here and go to the next student. See here, you can go to the next student. See, for example, this one. See, I just click here and press. See, the assignment is here. Click over the assignment. Watch the assignment. After evaluation, you give the score. So like that, you can go continuously and give the score here and add comment. If you want them to submit the assignment again, see here, you click request resubmission. When I click request resubmission, you will be able to get, send them a request to submit again. And here process, you see here, there are 74 people, they have not submitted the assignment. Now look at here, you can send them a reminder. You can click here and send them a reminder. Okay, all the students who are not submitted will get the reminder. Okay, here process, and this dashboard will give you how many have turned up new assignments, how many have been graded, and how many students totally, how many have not turned up. Okay, dear professors, This is how you evaluate the assignments. Have you got it? Evaluation of assignment process, so that we move on for test creation. Have you got it, dear process? Have you got it, dear process? Have you got evaluation of assignment? Any clarification with regard to evaluation of assignments? Professors, have you got any clarification of evaluation of assignments? No clarifications? Shall I move on? Okay. 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 Now I shall move on, dear professors. I go to my own page. I go to my own class. See, this is the class that I have created. I'm going to create a test. Very interesting. Please watch carefully. Now create. I just click over create and quiz. I just can load the existing one, or I can go for the new one. See, existing is loaded from the library. When I click load existing, look at here. I've got all the existing ones. See here, I've got all the existing tests. So when I click, I can load the quiz. All the quiz question will be loaded here. This is how I can load an existing quiz from the library, right? Or else I can go. Look at here, I just click create quiz new. I just click new. When I press new, it takes me to a new page for creating my questions. So in the title, I have to press, for example, internal test 1, VMRF, right? I have typed. And instructions, give the instructions here. The first part, you have to give the title and the instructions. Dear students, attempt all the questions with due care. Okay, so I have given the instruction. First part is over. So the title and the instruction for the students. For example, you can even conduct semester examination here. So you can give all the instruction that you want to give, right? And go to quizzes. Go to the quiz question, second part. I just click over quiz questions. See, professors, you in Google Forms, you have got only multiple choice. Here you can go for fill-ups, match the following, and other true or false, and so on. I will tell you one by one. Question number 1, multiple choice. See, I just go. What is the color of the sky? A simple one, just for you. See here, I can even attach a file. I can even attach a photograph. Even in the response, I can attach photographs. See, some of you may teach mathematics. See, you can even attach pictures. You can ask them to see here. There's also option to attach. You can also add any file here. You can add a picture from there. You can ask questions. Okay, and the answer, for example, blue. See the answers. You can red, green, and black. See, you can add any number of responses. Look at here, I can add responses. And immediately after this question is over, you do one thing. See, look at here, you can click correct answer. The correct answer is blue. So I have clicked. If your correct answer is different, you can either go for red or something like that. You can go, right? And the points, how many points you want to give? Is it 1 mark or 2 mark? You can give the points. If you want to have the same type of question, you can duplicate the question. See, look at here at the bottom, you have duplication option also. Or you can delete the question. See, you can also delete the question. Right, I have option at the bottom, add new question or add from question bank. I just would like to have new question. I just click add new. See, it takes me to the second question. And click here, I shall go for fill in the blanks. This time is filling the blanks. Now for filling the blanks, you will have to give underscore. See, for example, you will have to give underscore like this. Only then it works. Is the disease? See, is the disease very prevalent these days globally? So I type a question and I have underline. Only then it works. See how the question looks like. See here, it looks like this. It is case sensitive. Process, it is case sensitive. You will have to tell the students that they have to answer only in capital letter. Accordingly, you set the question. So COVID-19. If it is small letter, small letter. If it is capital letter, capital letter. So they will have to give like this. So without space. See, COVID-19 I have given. And see the marks I have put at the bottom. If you want to duplicate it, you can duplicate it. This is the second question. So this is fill-ups. Okay, this is fill-up. Don't forget to add underscore wherever you want. For example, you want it here. Underscore can be fixed here also. Okay, here. And if you want to have 2 underscore, for example, I have 2 underscore. See, there is also another answer comes here. Okay, so you can fix underscore. And the next question, I go for the next question. Yeah. Will it work? Yeah, yes, Professor Sua, it will work. It will work even in between, at the end, anywhere you can have underline. I go to the next question. I've come to the next question. The next question I would like to go for, short answer or match. True or false, or I would like to go for true or false. Okay. Social distancing will not be helpful to cure COVID-19. So I have added a question, dear professor. So you look at here at the bottom. Is it right or wrong? So this is absolutely wrong. So what do I do? I have to give the correct answer. So whatever for one word, all the answers will be corrected by machine itself. So I have given. Now I go down. See, true or false has been fixed. Now I go for the third question. Add new. Now come back here. See, I can go for matching. Match the following. See, I can go for the match the following and go here. For example, see right now, capitals, identify and match the capital of states. Okay. Now I go here, Tamil Nadu. Give the correct answer here. Chennai. And for Karnataka. Okay. Give the correct answer. Bangalore. Please bear with me if I have some mistake. Okay. And you can add one more state. For example, see, I just click over here. Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram. Okay. I have added this 4 questions. See, you have to fill the right one here. And for the question, it will be jumbled. Okay, don't worry. The question, it will be jumbled. So I have done it. Come back here. You can add mark. You can even add another response if you want. If you want to have 5 sets of matching, you can have. See, I can add marks as 1 and go for the next one. If you want to have the same type of question, see here, you need not go. When I duplicate it, same type of question appears at the bottom. Right now, I go for add new question. So we have added so far how many questions? Choose the best, match the following, underline, true or false. 4 type of one-word question that has been added. Right now, I would like to go for adding some questions from the question bank. So, for example, from the short answers. Look at here. I would like to go for short answers. I delete this question. 5th question is deleted. Now, I would like to add some questions from the question bank. I've got 4 questions now. I would like to add some question from question bank. I just click add. Add from question bank. Look at here. There are so many questions here. So I can add any of the questions. For example, write an essay, list the symptom, match the capitals of the states, COVID. See, these are all different questions that I have. Okay, I just add this to quiz. When I click add, automatically this question is added. Look at here. This question is added. Okay. So I would like to add one more question here. Process descriptive. I just click add new. So when I go add new, see it tells me untitled questions. 1 minute. Sorry. Click here and choose descriptive or short answer. See here, short answer. Okay, dear professors, please carefully notice 6th question. I just choose it. Short answer and ask the question. For example, list the symptoms COVID-19. Okay, list the symptoms of COVID-19. So the students have to list the symptoms of COVID-19. I have added. And the points I want to fix are 5 points. Similarly, you can fix it. For example, I just click over and add some more questions. See, for example, I just click over add question. I can go for next question. See here, short answer, select short answer. And even essay also you can go. See, though it is given a short answer, you can go even for essay type question also. Longer answer also can be done. For example, write a essay on medication for COVID-19. Okay. Write an essay. You can ask the students to write an essay. See, the marks that I give is 10 marks. Okay, professors. So that's all. I have added all the questions. See, totally 5 one-word question and 2, one short answer and 1 essay type answer. So look at here on the top. Once after the question is over, you can have the preview. You can have the preview. Look at your process. I just click over the preview. You will all have how the question will appear for the students. You can have the preview before you post it. See, look at the first question. What is the color of the sky? See, the time also will go on. In Google Forms, it is not there. See, the time runs down. You can fix the time. For example, if you fix the time for 10 minutes, it will go in countdown mode. The time goes countdown order. Look at here. Okay. See, out of 7 questions, I have not answered any question. So I'm answering one by one. See, yeah, I have answered. Go to the next question. See, you will have to type carefully. COVID-19. See the fill-ups. And the next question, look at here. True or false? See, I just click false. And next question. See, next question is also true. And the next question. See, list the symptoms of COVID-19. So I just fix the symptoms of COVID-19 as, for example, fever, cough, body ache, body pain, something like that. So the students can answer any number of lines. See here, any number of lines. Professors, look at here. Any number of lines students can answer. Look at here. I'm typing so many lines. So I just go to the next. See here. The match the following. Look at here. Match the following. I can take. See here. See, it has come in jumbled way. Professors, do you get it? The questions are in jumbled order. Okay. See, the 6th question comes out of 4th. See here. I just drop it. For example, Tamil Nadu, Chennai. Take it and drop it here. And Bengaluru. Take it and drop it here. Trivandrum. Take it and drop it here. See here. You can drop like this. And the next question. See, essay of COVID-19. I just type. You can continuously type. Okay, process. So once after the test is over, you can see this is only a preview. Okay, once after the test is over, the students can submit finally. Okay, and exit preview. You have to tell the students that the time will go. See here, time will go in countdown manner. If the test is fixed for 15 minutes, they will have to complete it within 15 minutes. In Google Forms, it is not so. You have to stop it manually, but here it automatically stops. So I just click exit preview. Once I click exit preview, I am ready to assign this test to the student. So when I click here, I click assign. So due date, select the due date. For example, today itself. Today I want to do it today itself. So I just press Wednesday and see here today itself and lock after the due date and time. See, I just have, for example, look at here. At what time? 11:59 p.m. Sorry, a.m. See, after this, the question will not be available for the students. See, how many minutes you want to fix it? For example, 15 minutes means 15 minutes. I have fixed 15 minutes. You want to randomize the question? See, you can randomize the question. You want to show the correct answer for the students? You can enable or disable. So all these. You want to show the score for the students? You can show the score for the students. You can enable or disable all these things. Okay. And see, dear professors, when you are free, you can schedule the test and you can later show it to the students. See here. Or you can directly, now itself you can give. Scheduling is also there and you can assign is also there. So right now I am assigning. So when I assign, it goes to the students immediately. See here. See here, internal test. And the due date is today and before 12:59 a.m. Just press got it. See here. The internal test has come. How many have submitted? 0 submissions. How to evaluate the descriptive part? Very simple, dear professors. You will have to click here and go. All the students' name will be listed here. Look at here. No students has been listed because nobody has taken the test here. Right now, let me tell you how to evaluate. Yeah.
Sir, your voice.
Is it okay now, sir? Yeah. Is it okay now, sir? Is it better? Is it okay now? Is it okay? Yeah. Now look at your process. I'm just going to tell you how to evaluate the descriptive part. Now I don't have any assignments here, sir. Anybody has attempted the test. I go to some other class. I go to classes and go on the same. Go here to the same. Now I just go anywhere the test has been given. For example, let me check whether the test has been given. I just take any test. There is no test here, so I just go over to some other class. Let me check whether if the tests are available. Yeah, there is a test. You look at here, professors, there is a test here. Let me check here. See, this is for as a student. See, as a student, I get this. So I just go to, I cannot take this quiz. So I just would like to check whether a test is available. quickly, 1 minute. I'm just looking for a test process. See, for example, there is an MCQ test. Look at your process. There is an MCQ test. Okay, look at here. I have conducted a test. Okay, I just click over here. I just click over. Likewise, you also should click over. Look at here. Click the, see, this is for overview. And click the students. Okay, here, there nobody has taken the test. I go for the next one. If anybody has taken the test, I can, yeah, look at here. I just click the students. See, I have already evaluated. You can go view the assignments. Look at here. And you can get the infograph also. How many students have got, what is it? Right now, let me go view submissions. I just click view submissions. Look at your process. One by one, the students will come. Otherwise, also you can do like this. See, click the students. Click the students. The student's name is here. Okay, for example, I just click over to Kumaran. I click over to Kumaran. Look at here. All the, see, individual questions are evaluated. All the one-word questions, I mean the 1 mark questions are evaluated automatically by the machine. Look at here. First question is correct, second question is incorrect, and third question. See, likewise, I can go next question. See, next question is wrong. And the next question, next question, next question. And go to the fifth question. Professors, go to the fifth question. List down the consequences of COVID-19. See, the professor has written fever, sneeze. So if it is correct, I just press correct, means all the full marks are added. Look at here. All the full marks are added. 5 marks are added. And this is the rubric. Okay. And incorrect means, look at here. Incorrect means 0 marks. Look at here. Out of 5, 0 is added. Partial credit means, see, for example, out of 5, I can give based on evaluation, I can give 2 marks or 3 marks, whatever it may be. Look at here. Out of 5, 5 points are given. So I have graded. So out of 12 marks, this participant has got 8 marks. I switch over to the next student. See here, I just click next. So automatically the next question comes. You need not go one by one. See, 1, 2, 3, you need not go. Automatically the fifth question comes. Okay, dear professor, do you understand? Please understand the nuances of switching over directly to the descriptive type. Now this the participant has written, list down the consequence. He has written. So I can either press correct. See, all the 5 points are given. Incorrect means 0 points. Partial credit means after reading it, I can give 4 marks or 5 marks, whatever it may be. And also you can give comments. See, for example, this should have been the right answer. For example, when you correct papers, no, you give comment, no, for each question. So you can also type the comments. For example, you have missed out some of the consequences, something like that. Okay, so it will go. I go to the next student. See here, next student. It comes to the next student, Gandhimati. See here, wash your hands. It is incorrect. So I just give 0 marks. So switch over to the next student. Switch next student. You will get also all the. See, you will be able to see the performance of a particular student. See, she has got incorrect answer for 3 questions. See, correct answers will be visible in green and incorrect answers will be visible in red and partial credits will be visible in yellow. Okay, professor, this is how you evaluate the descriptive part. Okay, professors, I shall close it. See, once after evaluate, see here all, click over this view submissions. You will get the infographics, for example. I just get back and you can close it. You will get all, see here, all the students here and you will get overview. Click overview, you will get all these performance also. Okay, professors? And how to download, extract the marks. Go to classes. This is in FDP on e-content of GVN college. I just go to classes, click progress. This is on, you have to click the right class. So GVN college, look at here. So this has been evaluated. Now see here, the marks, 2 assignments are given. One is internal test, another one is as Google Sheet. Click here, expert, click over expert. Professors, once again, I shall make it clear. Click classes, click progress and select the class. Select the class from the list and you will find all the assignment, columns. The marks are also here. I can click expert, press expert. See here, the Excel sheet is downloaded and you can consolidate the marks in the Excel sheet. I just show you. See here, see the internal test marks are here and total marks for all the students here. See, look at here, total marks. For example, if you have 5 components, all are evaluated and you will get the total score of all the 5 components, and you can prepare internals accordingly. Okay, professors. So since it is time, I would like to call it a day. Now, professors, I suppose all of you have got clarified or got some enlightenment on creation of tests and assignments, how to evaluate the same, particularly how to create the descriptive part with the different type of questions like fill in the blanks, match the following, or true or false, along with multiple choice questions. Also, I have explored you evaluation of descriptive type. The descriptive type, though it is called a short answer, you can go for any number of lines. Okay. And finally, to download, go to classes, select the class and click the progress. You will have all the quizzes or sorry, all the components, and press the expert. You will get the marks, and by which you will manipulate and prepare the results. Okay, professors. Now I would like to have your queries. Once again, I would like to sum up, professors. So far, I've told you how to create a class, how to join, or how to create, how to link, or how to invite others, your teachers and your students by sharing the code. Also, I have created how to create a material and upload materials, how to create a poll. Also, I have told you how to create an assignment and how to send it now or how to schedule it later, and how to evaluate the assignment one by one, award marks and comment. Finally, I've told you how to create a quiz with the descriptive as well as with 1 mark questions, a multiple choice question or other with along with other different types of questions available. Okay, dear professors, I have also told you finally about evaluation also. This is a very simple one. The one fine is the thing is that in Google Forms you don't have timer. Here you have timer, and the timer goes down in a decreasing manner or in a countdown, and the students will be able to go use it. Please use it. It will be very interesting. And also after the cutoff time, students cannot submit the assignment or attempt the test. In Google Form, Google Classroom, it is not so. Okay. So thank you very much, professors. I have also compared Google Form, Google Classroom, and Edmodo. Thank you very much. Sorry, I have taken a little longer than the scheduled time because of the portion that we have completed. Uncompleted portion is covered today. Thank you very much. Over to the organizers for clarification. Thank you very much, professors. Professors, you are welcome to clarify. I shall answer. Professors, please clarify your doubts if you have any. Yeah, please use it. Please use it. Today assignment would be, professors, please understand, today's assignment is going to be, you will have to create a class.
Yeah. And you can
professors, today you have got assignment. You have to create an assignment. Professors, please listen. You have to create a class, Edmodo class. You upload material, take the screenshot. You create an assignment, take the screenshot. You create a test and take the screenshot. Take the screenshots and place it in Word, MS Word. Okay, MS Word, and convert it as PDF file. You will have to submit the assignment in Google Classroom. You will have to submit in Google Classroom. We will give you the link. Professor Ramana Kumar will give you the link. Okay. Thank you very much. Please explore. If you have any clarification, you are welcome, professors. You can clarify definitely. Thank you. Thank you. Any other clarification, dear professors? Any other clarification? If you don't have clarification, we shall call it a day. Yeah, thank you. Professors, please explore. I will be available in, we shall fix this way. Maybe 6 to 7. 6 to 7, we shall come back for clarification in the WhatsApp. I'll be available live in WhatsApp. So you can have your clarification between 6 to 7. Organizers, is that okay? Participants,
that should be
okay?
fine.
Or,
that should be very fine. Yeah.
6 to 7. So we can have a confined time so that you can all come back when you are free. Whatever clarification, you can type your queries or send voice note. I will clarify all your doubts. Okay, dear professors?
Ramana Kumar, you can just post it in the group, the time between 6 and 7 evening, so that Dr. Vimal will be ready there to answer.
Yes, sir. Even otherwise, if you have any query when you explore the tool, you can post it. You can post it. Even other timing also you can post it, but specifically that time will be good. And another thing, the assignment, once again, I would like to let you know the assignment. Number 1, you will have to create class, upload material, take the screenshot. Number 2, create assignment, take the screenshot. Number 3, create test and take the screenshot. Put them in Word, MS Word, and take it as PDF and submit it in Google Classroom. We will send you shortly the link for submitting assignment. Okay, thank you very much. Over to the organizers.
Thank you very much. Ramana Kumar, you can just wind up today's session.
Sure, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr.
Thank-
Vimal, for today's wonderful exploration of Edmado. It was very nice.
Thank you, Professor Rajan. Thank you very much for the compliments. Thank you for patiently sitting for longer time, being
Yeah, no,
organized.
it's very interesting. I think people would not have missed it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Fine.
Thank you, sir. So, professors, please explore test part, evaluation part. You will really enjoy, and students also will enjoy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Shall we call it a day then, professors? Thank you. All the very best. Please explore yourself. Come back if you have any clarification in the chat. I'll be waiting for you from 6 to 7. Thank you very much. Thank you, Professor Rajan. Thank you, Professor Ramana Kumar, and all of you. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Tomorrow we are going to have some more interesting tools with regard to evaluation, because Professor Rajan has instructed me to go give emphasis on evaluation. Yeah, I will just go ahead with the tool called Socrative tomorrow. Socrative, and the tools for interactive teaching and learning. Interactive teaching and learning. Yes. Thank you. Slido and so on. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Professor Ramana Kumar. Shall I leave? Thank you. Thank you, professors. Thank you very much. Thank you, dear participants. Thank you all.
Thank you all, and we'll meet again tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for this. WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group.